morning, my dear students of class 8. Once again, welcome back for the online class on English 2. So today in this class, we shall do the grammar portion of the same lesson that we had started, the Merchant of Venice. In the last class, we have already finished discussing with the question and answers, and I'm sure that all of you must have finished with your question answers, and many of you have already submitted the work to me, but yet I have not received many of your works. Kindly send it to me as soon as possible once you finish the question answers. Okay. So today, page number 135 to 137, we have the grammar portion. We shall try to deal with those also in this class, and you are kindly expected. You are expected to finish all your grammar portion also and submit to me. With this, we shall try to end the lesson. Okay. So turn to page number 135. There, grammar guide. You see. Now A, voice, verb and pronoun changes. Now first we have the active and passive voices. I'm sure you must have dealt with this active and passive voices, no, when you were in class maybe 6 or 7 in the grammar. Now what is an active voice? When the subject, no, of the sentence is the main doer, then it becomes active. And when the subject of the sentence is the receiver or is at the receiving end, then that becomes a passive voice, the same sentence. Like for example, let me give you he finished reading all the books. He finished reading all the books. Now this is an active voice. Okay. Now he is the main subject here. Okay, he is the main subject here, and he's the doer. Now he has finished reading all the books. Now when we change this into passive, now he comes later. So all the books have been read, no, or have been finished reading by him. Now he changes into him. Now he is in the receiving end. All the books have been finished reading by him. This becomes a passive. Okay, the same sentence. Okay, and if you turn to page 136, there's a small box there at the top. If you can kindly check out those. Okay, I'll not deal with this. You can just go through. It's very simple. You can understand it. Like there are three tenses, present tense, past tense and the future tense, and for each they have given a beautiful example of active voice and how it's changed to passive voice. Like for example, for present simple, I lend money. And now when it changes to passive, now that becomes money is lent by me. Now subject is here I. In the active voice, subject is I lend money. Now when it changes to passive, now I, that subject, becomes at the receiver, or it goes to the receiving end. Like money is lent by me, I become at the receiving point. Okay, so similarly for past tense and for the future tense also, it's given there. You can just go through that. Okay, now without wasting much time, we shall go to the exercise number 1. Now identify and change the voice of these sentences. Now there are 1 A B C D, there are 6 sentences there. You have to identify whether it's passive or active, and if it's in active you have to change it into passive, and if it's into passive voice you have to change it into active voice. Like let me deal. A, we have invited all our friends for the party. Now this is in active voice. Now you change it into passive, it becomes all our friends have been invited for the party by us. We. Now we is the main subject here, no, and when that's why it is an active voice. No, the main subject is there as the doer. Now when it changes into passive, it becomes all my friends have been invited for the party by us. Now I become at the receiving end. That is how we change. Okay. Similarly, B, where have you kept my shoes? Now this also is in active. Now change it into passive. Where have my shoes been kept by you? Okay, or you can also write where my shoes have been kept by you. Both are same. Okay, you can write where have my shoes been kept by you, or where my shoes have been kept by you. Okay, number C, we will play a lot of party games. Now this is also in active, change into passive. A lot of party games will be played by us. Simple. D, he was praised by everyone for his sensible behavior. change it. Everyone praised him for his sensible behavior. Okay. E. Why is so much paper being wasted by them? How will you write this? Why is so much paper being wasted by them? Why are they wasting so much of paper? Simple. Why are they? Now this sentence E is in passive. Now you have to change it into active. Okay. Why are they wasting so much paper? Okay. F. This house was built by my father. It's a passive voice. Now you have to change it into active. My father built this house. Very simple. Okay. So this is how you can do it. Now question next exercise number 2. For that we have in active voice also. There are 3 types of active, kinds of voices, active voices, like command. One is a command, like open your books, go there. Similarly, there is a request, please do this, kindly do this. Another one is question. Okay. Now how to deal with this when it changes to passive? Now there on page 136 only, there you can see in the blue box there, active voice. Now open your books, this is a command. Now it changes to let your books be opened. Similarly, request, please remain silent, will become you are requested to remain silent when it changes to passive. Similarly, are you eating the sandwich? It's a question, active voice. When it changes to passive, it becomes, is this sandwich being eaten by you? Okay, so this is how you have to change. Now let's try with that number 2. Now 1 is done. Switch off the lights and lock the door. The answer is, let the lights be switched off and the door locked. Now B, close the gate properly. Now how will you write this? You have to use the word let. No? Let the gate be closed properly. Let the gate be closed properly. See? C, draw a triangle and name it ABC. Now it will be, let a triangle be drawn and named ABC. Okay? Let a triangle be drawn, D-R-A-W, and drawn, and named ED-ABC, right? D, let the door be repaired and painted white. Now this is already in a passive voice. Now you have to change it into active. Let the door be repaired and painted white will be, repair the door and paint it white. Repair the door and paint it white. Active, simple. And E, please finish your work and submit it by noon. Now here we have please, request. So you are requested to finish your work and submit it by noon. Simple. You are requested to finish your work and submit it by noon. Okay. F, you are requested to give me that book by Jim Corbett. Now this is already in passive voice. Now you have to change it into active voice. That becomes, give me that book, or sorry, please give me that book by Jim Corbett. Since it's a request, you use the word please. Please give me that book by Jim Corbett. Okay, fine. So with that we finished. Now B, determiners. Now what are these determiners? I'll explain to you also a little bit here, since this may be a new one term for you. But there also it's written, the words that help us define the nouns that we are speaking about are called determiners. Okay, here I have written words in front of nouns which define nouns. Okay, these are determiners, are the words which are used just in front of a noun, and it kind of qualifies or it defines a noun. It's almost close to adjective. Adjective also is a word that better explains or defines the noun, right? But there's a slight change. That's why, for example, I've given my cute puppy. Now puppy is a noun here, cute is an adjective, but mine, now this is a determiner. Okay, my cute puppy, or that last book. That last book. Book is the noun, last is the adjective, and that becomes the determiner. Okay, now determiners can be of basically for 5, actually till 4. There are 4 types, but this also is counted. Now first one is article. Types of determiners I am speaking about. Article a, an, and the. These are determiners. Demonstratives are this, that, these, those, etc. Okay, and we have another possessives. These are mine, your, his, its, their, her, our. No, these are all possessives, all determiners. Fourth type is quantifiers, which quantifies. Okay, like few, some, many, much, more, most. These are that. And fifthly, we have fifth type of determiners are numbers, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, twice, thrice. No? So there is a slight change. There is very much they are connected, adjectives and determiners, but there is only a slight difference. Okay, so later on, all the more we shall try to discover this. Okay, but as of now, this is enough. Just keep this thing in mind. Words in front of noun and which explains what you call the noun, which defines a noun. That's a determiner. And there are 5 types of articles. What part of this? You can just have a look. Okay. Now, based on this, we have 2 exercises there, B 1 and 2. Now, in the passage, number 1, passage, some determiners are missing. Put a slash where the determiner should appear and write the missing determiner in the given blank there. Okay, in the sentence, there are determiners are missing. So you have to identify, you have to, where the word is missing determiner, you have to put a slash, and what is that word you have to write at the side there. Space is given there, no? Okay. Now, strolling near my guest house, evening, there where the word is missing, just in front of evening there is a missing word. So just in between house and evening, you draw a slash there, and there should be this evening. Strolling near my guest house this evening, or you can write last evening. Okay, anything, any determiner. Okay, this is there, and last. Okay, maybe it can come here. Okay, this evening. Second, I heard unfamiliar sound wafting through the trees. I heard dash. Now, after heard also there should be one word that is missing there. Okay, so after heard you put a slash there, and it should be an. I heard an unfamiliar sound. I heard an unfamiliar, an, no? Article determiner is put there. As the sound grew louder, comma, heart beat faster and I rushed. Now, what is missing? Where it is the determiner is missing? Just before the heart. No? As the sound grew louder, my heart beat. No, so my should be there. So in front of heart, you just draw a slash, and in the bracket, you blank, you write mine. I rushed towards bihu dancers in beautiful costumes. So now, where the word is missing, determiner, in between in and beautiful, just before beautiful, there should be one word which is missing there. Okay, so you draw a slash there, and it should be there. Towards bihu dancers in their beautiful costumes. In their, THEIR, there. No? What is that there? Yeah, possessive determiner. But bihu season was over. I thought to myself, but the bihu the bihu season, the. So just in front of bihu, you should just put a slash, and there should be word the. Okay. But the bihu season was over, I thought to myself, as I peered into the backyard of house. So just in front of house, there should be an article, that is a house. Okay, a house. So in front of house, you draw a slash, and a house was beautifully decorated. Now, was, in front of was also there should be something, isn't it? That is, which was beautifully decorated. Okay. I peered into the backyard of a house which was beautifully decorated. Full stop. Little girl saw me and took. Now, little girl. In front of little, there should be an article. A little girl. So, in front of little. In that line, there are 2 words missing there. Okay, one is which was beautifully decorated. Then after that, a little girl saw me and took me into the house. Again, that the is missing there, house, in front of the house. So therefore, put there, where I watched one of the most beautiful hand-woven wall hanging. Okay, that's very simple. Just where the words are missing, just put a slash, and in that blank there, you just write which appropriate word is used there. Just write it. Okay. Now, number 2, fill in the blanks using some, much, both, any, my, your, these. Now, these are all determiners. These are all determiners. Just fill in the blanks with the correct word there. A, I'll lend you dash new bike, my new bike, if you lend me your video game. So my and you, your, my and your. B, I would like to buy some exotic fruit. Some is missing there. Okay. Can you tell me where I should go? You can go to any supermarket. Any, that word any is there. Okay, any supermarket. C, which of dash books have you read? Which of these books, THESE, these books have you read? I've read both the books actually. I have read both. Okay, that word you have to use there. D, on most mornings, on dash mornings, so there you have to use most, MOST. On most mornings, I go out for a brisk walk in the neighborhood park. Okay. E, dash watch is this? E, whose watch is this? There's a question mark there. Now, whose watch is this? Dash color is its strap? What color is its strap? Now someone is asking, what color is its strap? So what there? F, the dash speaker was more dramatic than the dash. That is, the first speaker was more dramatic than the second. Numbers 1. Here only first, second, third also comes here. Okay. We have G, don't spend too dash time on the question. That means don't spend too much time on that question. It carries the least marks. Very less marks. Least marks. Okay. H, there are only a few. There is a word there, a few. Okay, if you see there, up there. There are only a few children present today. Too few students to start a new topic. Too few. Okay, first one here, there are only a few. And in the second part, too few students to start a new topic. So with this, we have ended the grammar portion also. Okay, and on page 138, there you can just have a look there, and you can just go through that, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so with this, we end the entire lesson also. Kindly listen to this video very carefully, and I've already solved the what do you call the grammar portion exercises also. Kindly do it, write it in the exercise copies, and with this we shall close the lesson number 12, that is the Merchant of Venice. Okay, those who have not yet submitted the answer, the following answer question answers also, which I had already sent you in the last class, kindly do send to me, and also with this exercises, this grammar portion also send it to me. Okay, and in the next class we shall begin with the new lesson. Okay, so fine, have a good day, take care of your health, and stay safe.